great as the way you run around the way you covered it. I said, no, you get the 68 playing anymore, you know. But have fun with what you do, enjoy it. People say, did you have fun doing TV? I did for 10 years. No. On TV, you just talk, you think of something to say. We had no teleprompter, no script, no rehearsal. I'm up here in Bristol, Connecticut, which is 15 minutes from Hartford by telephone. And I'm on TV with a guy named Mark May. Now let me tell you right now, Mark May is a beautiful individual. He really, truly is. I love him like a brother. But we have an honest difference of opinion. Mark May was a player, I was a coach. He made suggestions, I made decisions. He showered after work, I showered before work. He signed a paycheck on the back, I signed it on the front. So you have a difference of opinion.
Right.
And I'd say to Mark, I'd love to agree with you, but if I did, we'd both be wrong. But I want to tell you, I may have a headache, I may be in a bad mood, I'm away from home 4 nights every week. When they turned that red light on, I was going to have more fun than anybody else. If you have fun with what you're doing, people have fun being around you. If it's a struggle for you to do something, people don't want to be around you. That's why when they turned the red light on, I had fun. I enjoyed myself. Doesn't mean I didn't do dumb things. I got on TV one time called the University of Auburn. Well, the next week I get on and apologize. I said, called the University of Auburn. Many of you wrote and told me it's Auburn University. I made a mistake. I'm a quick runner. I'll not make a mistake again. Thank you for writing. No need to write anymore. Appreciate it. And then turned to Reese Davis on live TV and I said, Reese, I had no idea that many people from Auburn could write. One time on TV. The only time I lied, Mark May said something about my golf game. I said, Mark May, I want you to know I'm the best golfer at Lake Nona. Now, Lake Nona, we have 17 professional golfers. I mean, Henry Stinson, Graham McDowell, Justin Rose, etc. I came back the next day and they're all over me. You're a lousy golfer. How could you lie on TV? And so let me tell you something. 300 members know I lie. 300 million people think I'm a hell of a golfer. And what's your attitude when people say negative things? What do you think these stories are true? We're going to play Florida in the Sugar Bowl. We're an underdog. I felt we'd win the game. Not many people did. We eventually came back and won it. But I always want our team to be with her family on Christmas Eve. So during those 2 days, I took my wife and my 4 children. We went to Orlando. Now, I have 4 children. They're all girls but 2. And I'm real proud of that. I'm never happier than when I'm with my wife and my family. We're at dinner. I'm in a great mood. And the waiter came up and said, you're Lou Holtz, head coach of Notre Dame, are you? And I said, yes, sir. I immediately took out my pen thinking he wanted an autograph. And he said, let me ask you a question, Coach. What's the difference between Notre Dame and Cheerios? I said, I don't have a clue. He said, Cheerios belong in the bowl, Notre Dame doesn't. Oh! And that's the way I felt. You know, I'm in Florida. We're going to play them in the Sugar Bowl. And come back. And that idiot says, that made me mad. And my wife finally said to me, you're going to let somebody you never met before, you're never going to see again, he doesn't care a single thing about you or about your family. And you're going to let him ruin this evening because something stupid he said. You know, when you think about it, she's absolutely right. Why do we let somebody that doesn't care about us or said it, maybe write something or say it? That's nonsense. My attitude changed. We had a wonderful evening. I felt so good later part of the evening, I called the waiter back over to show him there was no hard feelings. I said, but let me ask you a question. What's the difference between Lou Holtz and a golf pro? He said, I don't have a clue. I said, a golf pro gives tips, which he found out.
There you go.
About the importance of rule number 1. Do what right. Rule number 2, do everything to the very best of your ability. Not everybody can be all American. Not everybody can be all conference. Not everybody can be first team. Everybody can be the best they're capable of being in every area of your life with the time allotted. Not because somebody's watching, not because somebody's applauding or giving an award. It's the way you live, it's the way you believe. I worked for Woody Hayes, we won the national championship. The one thing I learned from him, your obligation as a parent, as a coach, as a leader, is not to be popular. He said, if you want to be well liked, he said, buy it all. He said, your obligation is to make people the very best they can possibly be. That means get them out of that comfort zone. There are too many people in leadership roles that want to be well liked, that want to be popular, and so what they try to do, they try to appease people. They overlook mediocrity when somebody's capable of doing it. So just understand, let's do everything the best to your ability. But if you're going to do everything the best to your ability, let's also understand what's your purpose. What are you trying to do? You're not running a photography. You're trying to help people with great memories, with great experiences, things they can refresh on. You're trying to help other people. I had 2 mandates, graduate and win. That's all. Not put them in the pros, not no love. Not how do I graduate, how do I win? You have 2 mandates. One, how do we satisfy the customer? What can we do better for them? How can we make this a more meaningful experience? The other mandate you have is to make a profit. If I graduated and didn't win, I went last. If I won and didn't graduate, I win. You must satisfy the customer, you must make a profit. Both of them carry equal importance. Too many times we complicate life. I try to keep it simple. This story is basically true, but I will embellish it a little bit. When I was in the 7th grade, I had a nun named Sister Mary Harris, who just like me. With pretty good justification, because I was always saying things that irritated me. There was a time Catholics could not eat meat on Friday the entire year round. You had to eat fish. I don't like fish, so every Friday I complain. I wish the apostles had been ranchers rather than. They said, well, why didn't you become a vegetarian? Vegetarian is an old Indian word but stood for bad hunter. And then I asked her a question she put in. Why did Paul keep writing the Corinthians when they never wrote them back? You know, that makes sense. Don't complicate life. Keep it simple. And if you're going to do the very best you can be, you're going to have to overcome problems and obstacles and difficulties. Several years ago, I'm at the University of Arkansas. All we have to do is beat SMU in our last game. We'd be invited to the Orange Bowl. For the first time in the history of Arkansas. And not only that, we'd play Oklahoma, who was #1 in the country. And the last time Arkansas played Oklahoma in the 20s, Oklahoma beat them 108-0.
Oh.
So we're ahead in the 4th quarter, 42-14. Fans are throwing oranges on the field. Everybody's excited. Media said, what do you think when the fans were throwing oranges on the field? I said, thank God we weren't going to the Gator Bowl. You know. But then I had to suspend 3 athletes that scored 78% of our touchdowns. Now, that wasn't my decision. See, I've never disciplined anybody in my life. I've done discipline my children. But what I am going to do, I'm going to enforce your decisions. You know, life's a matter of choices. Wherever you are, good or bad, because of choices you make. Choose to do drugs, drop out of school, join a gang, get tattoos from head to bottom. You're choosing to have difficulty in life, and please stop blaming me. I didn't make those choices. Let's start holding people accountable for the choice they make, and that's all I ever did as a coach. You chose to violate the do right rule, you're choosing not to play. It's that simple.
Right.
Oh, please let us play because you violated your rule. Don't ask me to break mine, you aren't going to play. So they get an attorney. We're going to court, we're going to get to play. The Attorney General for Arkansas represented me. A gentleman by the name of Bill Clinton.
Oh,
They
wow.
were going to become president. They did a beautiful job. We won the case. The players would not be allowed to play. But I lost a football team. Arkansas became the largest underdog we've ever been in a major bowl. 24 points before they took the game off the board. Our team was in disarray. About 4 days before the game, I had a team meeting. I said, no, I know why we can't win. I know why we can't win, because every day I pick up the paper and I read about the great players from Oklahoma going to play. And in that same paper, I read about the great players from Arkansas that are not going to play. So I know why we can't.